When the High Priestess appears in a tarot reading, she brings an air of mystery, intuition, and deep understanding. As the guardian of the subconscious mind and the bearer of hidden knowledge, the High Priestess invites us to look beyond the obvious and to trust our inner wisdom. Unlike the magician, who is all about the outward manifestation of power, the High Priestess speaks to the power of the inner realm, intuition, and the deeper understanding of the universe and our place within it. Here's what the High Priestess upright symbolizes, and make sure you stick around for some thought-provoking questions to ponder if you've drawn the High Priestess. Here's what she typically illuminates in a reading: intuition. The High Priestess is the quintessential symbol of intuition and inner knowledge. She appears in a reading to remind us to listen to our inner voice and to trust the insights that come from within. Her presence is a nudge to pay attention to our dreams, feelings, and the subtle cues in our environment, as they may be guiding us toward deeper truths. Mystery and the subconscious. With her position between the pillars of Solomon's temple, the High Priestess represents the threshold to the subconscious mind, where mysteries and secrets reside. She encourages us to explore this inner landscape, acknowledging that not all answers are found in the external world. The High Priestess teaches us that sometimes the best way to understand our reality is to delve into the mysteries of our inner self. Reflection and stillness. Unlike the action-oriented magician, the High Priestess embodies the principle of stillness and reflection. She suggests a period of pause might be necessary to truly understand the events unfolding in our lives. In a reading, she may indicate that now is the time to reflect rather than act, to meditate, and to allow your intuition to guide you to the answers you seek. Wisdom and knowledge. The High Priestess is closely associated with wisdom, especially the kind that is gained through introspection and understanding one's deeper self. She holds the Torah, symbolizing divine knowledge, but only part of it is visible, reminding us that some knowledge is eternal and infinite, beyond our full comprehension. She encourages us to seek knowledge, but also to understand the limits of what can be known. Duality and balance. The pillars of her temple, labeled B and J, Boaz and Jachin, signify duality, mercy and severity, action and inaction, conscious and subconscious. The High Priestess herself is the balance between these forces. She represents the equilibrium we must find within ourselves, between our outer lives and inner selves, between the material world and the spiritual realm. Moving past the actual meaning, once we look at the symbolism in the High Priestess tarot card, unveils more layers of intuition, secrecy, and the unconscious mind, presenting a stark contrast to the overt manifestation power of the magician which comes before it. The High Priestess sits at the threshold of the visible and invisible, holding the keys to the mysteries beyond our ordinary understanding. Here's what the symbolism of the High Priestess means. The number 2. The High Priestess is numbered 2, representing balance, duality, and the reflective nature of the universe. While the magician embodies action and creation, the number 1, the High Priestess symbolizes the depth of the inner world and the subconscious. The number 2 reminds us that true understanding comes from acknowledging and integrating the dual aspects of our nature and the world around us. The pillars, flanked by the black and white pillars labeled B and J, Boaz and Jachin from Solomon's temple. The High Priestess represents the gateway to the subconscious and the mystical. These pillars signify the duality of existence, dark and light, conscious and unconscious, seen and unseen, and the High Priestess's role as the mediator between these realms. The veil. Behind the High Priestess hangs a veil, decorated with pomegranates and palms, symbolizing the separation between the known and the unknown, the outer world and the inner sanctum. This veil invites us to look beyond the surface and explore the deeper mysteries of life, suggesting that what lies behind is not easily accessible, but can be revealed through introspection and intuition. The scroll. The High Priestess holds a scroll, often labeled Torah or Torah, indicating hidden knowledge and divine lore. The scroll is partly concealed, implying that some knowledge is esoteric or beyond immediate understanding, and must be sought with patience and inward focus. The moon. The High Priestess's feet often rest upon a crescent moon, or the moon may appear elsewhere in her imagery. The moon represents intuition, cycles, and the unconscious. Its presence underscores the High Priestess's connection to the natural rhythms of life and the deeper, intuitive knowledge that guides us beyond logic. Water. Frequently, water is depicted at or near the High Priestess's feet, symbolizing intuition, emotions, and the flow of the subconscious. Water, as an element, encourages us to dive into the depths of our psyche and to understand the undercurrents that influence our thoughts and actions. Her robe. The High Priestess wears a blue robe, a color associated with wisdom, intuition, and spiritual depth. The robe often flows freely, suggesting the boundless nature of the subconscious and the fluidity of the insights that emerge from deep reflection and meditation. When the High Priestess appears reversed in a tarot reading, it signifies blockages in accessing one's inner wisdom, intuition being ignored, or secrets coming to the surface. Unlike her upright position, which suggests a strong connection to the subconscious and the mystical, the reversed High Priestess warns of a disconnection from these deeper insights. Here's what the reversed High Priestess symbolizes: blocked intuition. The reversed High Priestess can indicate that you might be out of touch with your intuition or ignoring the inner voice that guides you. This blockage can lead to confusion, making it difficult to make decisions or to see the truth of a situation. It's a reminder to reconnect with your inner self and to trust the intuitive insights that come to you. Hidden truths and secrets. Often, the appearance of the High Priestess reversed suggests that something hidden may be influencing your life in unseen ways. Secrets or unacknowledged truths might need to be brought into the light for resolution or understanding. This calls for a deeper exploration of your circumstances to uncover what might be hidden from your conscious awareness. Over-reliance on logic. The clarity and insight that come from balancing intuition with logic can become skewed when the High Priestess is reversed, leading to an over-reliance on rational thought at the expense of emotional and intuitive understanding. This symbolizes the need to balance your approach to problem-solving, recognizing that not all answers can be found through logic alone. Surface-level living. The High Priestess reversed may point to a phase of life where you're focused solely on the surface aspects of your existence, neglecting the deeper, spiritual, or emotional dimensions that give life its richness. This aspect of the High Priestess reversed urges you to dive deeper into your inner world, exploring your emotions, dreams, and the subconscious mind. Disconnect from the subconscious. This reversed position can also indicate a disconnection from the wealth of wisdom that resides within your subconscious mind. Whether due to fear, skepticism, or neglect, this disconnect can prevent you from accessing the guidance and insights that your deeper self offers. It's an invitation to open the channels of communication with your subconscious, perhaps through meditation, journaling, or other reflective practices. Here are some great questions to ask yourself if you've drawn the High Priestess. What is my intuition telling me about this situation? Am I paying attention to my dreams and subconscious messages? How can I better connect with my inner self? Am I ignoring any truths or secrets that need to be acknowledged? Am I balancing my logical mind with my intuitive feelings? And that's everything you need to know about the High Priestess. If you want to learn tarot fast, then you take a look in the description below for tons of giveaways and goodies.